While you're working overtime just to make rent, the rich are making quiet moves that most people will never hear about. They're not flashing it on Instagram, they're not bragging, but if you watch closely, you'll see something strange. They're not buying what you think. Forget flashy sports cars or designer brands. That was yesterday's flex, today's rich. They're buying things that actually buy them more power, more freedom, and more control over the future. Let's start with something unexpected. Privacy. The richest people right now aren't competing to be seen, they're competing to disappear. They're buying land in remote areas, properties hidden behind walls and trees, ranches with miles of space between neighbors. It's not about isolation, it's about control. They're building escape plans, buying homes in countries with no extradition treaties, setting up plan Bs while the average person is addicted to sharing everything online. The rich are disappearing on purpose. When chaos hits, the loudest suffer, the quiet survive. But that's just the beginning. They're not only buying privacy, they're buying freedom in the form of cash flow, the kind that works 24/7 while they sleep. You see, most people still think income is about working a job or starting a business. The rich know better. They're buying cash-producing machines, apartment buildings, laundromats, parking lots, self-storage units, even boring websites that bring in ad revenue. They don't chase money, they buy systems that chase it for them. And now more than ever, they're moving fast. Because the economy, it's shaky. Layoffs are rising, debt is piling up, recessions are quietly creeping in. But while the average person is scared, the rich are sharpening their knives. They're hunting distressed assets, failed startups, bankrupt businesses, underpriced real estate. They're buying fear because they know that wealth doesn't disappear, it just moves hands. And it always moves from the scared to the prepared. Think about this. When a business goes bankrupt, most people see failure. The rich see an opportunity. They buy it for cents on the dollar, restructure it, and flip it. That foreclosed property your neighbor lost, someone with money just bought it, rented it, and turned a tragedy into passive income. But the most surprising thing rich people are buying isn't land, or property, or stocks. It's attention, not likes, not followers, real influence. They're buying podcasts, newsletter companies, influencer brands, pages that have the eyes and ears of millions, because they know something you might not. Attention is the new oil. Whoever controls attention controls behavior. They're investing in creators, in content networks, in channels just like this one because they know the world doesn't respond to ads anymore. It responds to personality, trust, story, and they're not just watching from the sidelines. Billionaires are quietly owning pieces of your favorite influencers, funding their content behind the scenes, and shaping what you consume without you realizing it. Because attention isn't just valuable, it's leverage. One good story can launch a product. One viral moment can move millions. And while they're capturing attention, they're also capturing time. Time is the one thing even the richest can't buy more of, but they can buy everything around it. Personal assistants, private chefs, fitness coaches, therapists, virtual employees, AI tools. They're not spending hours booking flights, answering emails, or editing content. Everything is systemized, delegated, automated. They use money to protect their time like gold, and that's where most people get it backward. You're trained to trade your time for money. They use money to buy their time back. The truth is, there are only 5 real things the rich are buying right now. Privacy, cash flow, distressed assets, attention, and time. Everything else is noise. They're not gambling on the next meme coin. They're not flexing watches on TikTok. They're building quiet power, one purchase at a time. And the scary part, it's not just for billionaires. You could start doing it on a smaller level. Privacy. Start by limiting what you share online. Launch a small YouTube channel. Buy a digital product that sells on autopilot. Distressed assets. Maybe it's an old website or undervalued domain. Maybe it's reselling liquidation products. Attention. Build your personal brand. Even if 100 people trust your word. That's leverage. Time. Start with one automated system. One habit that saves you 30 minutes a day. That's how it begins. The game isn't fair, but it's learnable. And if you're broke or stuck, don't waste energy envying the rich. Watch what they do. Reverse engineer their steps. Because success leaves clues, and wealth it moves in silence. But if you're listening closely, you can hear it. And if you start thinking like them even in small ways, you won't stay broke for long. Don't chase money. Chase what money chases. If this opened your eyes, subscribe. This is where broke men learn to move like rich ones.